In this podcast episode, Steve Magness delves into the intricacies of high performance, the psychology behind success, and the common fitness myths that can hinder athletic progress. With a wealth of experience as a former elite track and field coach and a best-selling author, Magness provides valuable insights that can help both athletes and fitness enthusiasts navigate the often confusing landscape of training and performance. Magness begins by discussing the pervasive sense of danger and threat that many people feel in today's world. This environment fosters a survival mentality where individuals chase external validation while grappling with their identities. He emphasizes that this constant state of threat can lead to self-sabotage as people become trapped in a cycle of striving for success without understanding their true selves. The result is a disconnect between who we are and who we think we should be, which can be detrimental to both mental health and performance. To combat this, Magness advocates for a shift in mindset. He believes that embracing the journey of self-discovery and personal growth is essential for achieving lasting fulfillment. By recognizing that our worth is not solely tied to our achievements, we can begin to break free from the constraints of societal expectations and explore our true potential. This journey requires courage and introspection, but it ultimately leads to a more authentic and satisfying life. Magness highlights the significance of exploration in both sports and life. He argues that many individuals, especially in adulthood, become stagnant due to a fear of failure and a reluctance to step outside their comfort zones. This stagnation is often exacerbated by societal pressures that discourage exploration and experimentation. Instead of embracing new challenges, people tend to stick to what they know, which can lead to a sense of unfulfillment and frustration. To counteract this, Magness encourages individuals to cultivate a mindset of curiosity. By allowing ourselves to explore new interests and activities, we can reignite our passion for learning and growth. This exploration can take many forms, whether it's trying a new sport, picking up a hobby, or simply engaging in conversations with diverse groups of people. The key is to create space for curiosity in our lives, which can lead to unexpected opportunities and personal development. A central theme in Magness's discussion is the relationship between identity and performance. He explains that many athletes and individuals tie their self-worth to their achievements, which can create a fragile sense of identity. When performance falters, this can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Magness emphasizes the importance of holding our identities loosely, allowing for growth and change without being defined solely by our successes or failures. By decoupling our identities from our performance, we can foster a healthier relationship with our goals. This shift allows us to pursue excellence without the fear of failure looming over us. Magness encourages individuals to focus on the process of improvement rather than fixating on specific outcomes. This approach not only enhances performance, but also promotes mental well-being, as it reduces the pressure associated with achieving certain benchmarks. Magness dives into the science behind high performance, emphasizing that success is not merely a product of talent or hard work. Instead, it involves a complex interplay of psychological factors, training methodologies, and environmental influences. He highlights the importance of understanding the nuances of training as well as the psychological barriers that can impede progress. One of the key takeaways from Magness's insights is the need for a holistic approach to training. This includes not only physical conditioning, but also mental preparation and emotional resilience. By addressing all aspects of performance, athletes can unlock their full potential and achieve sustainable growth. Throughout the conversation, Magness addresses several common fitness myths that can hinder performance. One prevalent myth is the belief that high-intensity training is the only way to achieve results. While high-intensity workouts can be effective, Magness argues that they should not be the sole focus of a training regimen. Instead, he advocates for a balanced approach that incorporates both endurance and intensity. Magness also challenges the notion that longer workouts are inherently better. He explains that many athletes fall into the trap of thinking that more is always better, leading to overtraining and burnout. Instead, he emphasizes the importance of quality over quantity, encouraging individuals to focus on effective training methods that align with their goals. By debunking these myths, Magness empowers athletes to make informed decisions about their training and performance. A significant portion of the discussion revolves around the importance of building a strong aerobic base. Magness explains that a solid aerobic foundation is crucial for long-term success in any endurance-related sport. He highlights that many athletes overlook this aspect of training, opting instead for high-intensity workouts that may not yield the desired results. Magness emphasizes that developing an aerobic base takes time and consistency. He encourages athletes to prioritize easy, steady-state runs or rides to build their endurance before incorporating more intense workouts. This approach not only enhances overall performance, but also reduces the risk of injury and burnout. By focusing on the fundamentals of aerobic training, athletes can set themselves up for success in the long run. Magness underscores the importance of recovery in any training program. He explains that many athletes underestimate the value of rest and recovery, often pushing themselves too hard without allowing their bodies to recuperate. This can lead to overtraining, decreased performance, and increased risk of injury. To optimize recovery, Magness recommends incorporating active recovery days, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep into training regimens. He emphasizes that recovery is not a sign of weakness, but rather a crucial component of the training process. By prioritizing recovery, athletes can enhance their performance and longevity in their respective sports. The conversation also touches on the influence of social media on fitness culture. Magness notes that the constant comparison to others can create unrealistic expectations and pressure to conform to certain ideals. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, particularly among young athletes. Magness encourages individuals to be mindful of their social media consumption and to focus on their own journeys rather than comparing themselves to others. He advocates for a more supportive and inclusive fitness community that celebrates individual progress and diversity. By fostering a positive online environment, athletes can cultivate a healthier relationship with their training and performance. Magness highlights the significance of mental resilience in achieving high performance. He explains that many athletes face mental barriers that can hinder their progress, such as fear of failure or self-doubt. Developing mental resilience is essential for overcoming these challenges and maintaining focus on long-term goals. To build mental resilience, Magness recommends incorporating mindfulness practices, visualization techniques, and positive self-talk into training routines. By cultivating a strong mental game, athletes can enhance their performance and navigate the inevitable ups and downs of their journeys. As the conversation draws to a close, Magness reflects on the future of fitness and the evolving landscape of training methodologies. He emphasizes the need for continued exploration and innovation in the field, encouraging athletes and coaches to remain open-minded and adaptable. Magness believes that the future of fitness lies in a more holistic approach that prioritizes individual needs and preferences. By embracing diversity in training methods and fostering a supportive community, athletes can unlock their full potential and achieve sustainable success. His vision for the future of fitness is one that values exploration, curiosity, and personal growth above all else.